Devil May Cry 4. The Devil May Cry game people don't really talk about that much, hence why I've called it the middle child. DMC 1 is commonly regarded as a classic, but hasn't aged too greatly. DMC 2 is generally considered a pile of shit. DMC 3 is generally considered the best in the franchise, as well as DMC 5. It's kind of a debate between those two, and 4 just kinda sits in the middle. This game was the first in the franchise to officially push a brand new protagonist, and while yeah, DMC 2 had Lucia, Dante was still on the front cover and Lucia was nowhere to be seen, whereas on the front cover of DMC 4, Dante is barely anywhere to be seen and Nero is front and centre. But naturally Dante is of course still here and is just as cool as he always was. One thing that you'll also notice immediately is Nero does very much look like a younger Dante, and while yeah, this makes sense when you get to DMC 5, at the time it really did feel like they didn't want to let Dante go, and so tried to make the new protagonist look just as much as him as they possibly could. I will say though, I really like Nero's combat because it's really fucking easy to just do this.
Nope.
Not long after this amazement, the game also puts you through one of the funniest boss battles I've ever had, and maybe I'm just really shit at the game, I think that's probably likely, but I just hit fucking glass for 5 minutes and won, so I don't know. DMC 4 is also littered with many strange puzzles, and while the game has always had them, these ones feel not really out of place, but just random and forced sometimes, and they can also be a little bit frustrating at times. For fuck's sake. You gotta be fucking kidding. Are you fucking serious? Yeah, this whole forest segment of the game is just weird to me. It feels like Nero's just running around doing random shit and not really going towards a goal. I know every DMC game kind of feels like that in some sense, but like, at least with the others, you can sense that there is an end point. But with this, it's like, what the fuck is he doing for half of this? He's just dicking around. Why does that forest lead here in the fucking first place? Oh, and can I just quickly add? Capcom, it's the PS3 generation, why the fuck do we still have this locked camera bullshit? I thought we moved on from it. And then the goat returns.
That's a solid performance for an old fart like you.
Ironically enough, most of the problems with DMC4 come from the fact that Dante is in it. Okay, that was kind of a misleading statement, but the second that Dante gets introduced, like as a playable character, it's halfway through the game, and what you'll notice pretty quickly is you are just going back and doing all the shit that Nero did, but backwards. Oh, and they also reintroduce Lady for like 5 seconds for absolutely no reason at all, because she doesn't appear again.
Yes. Are you familiar with them?
Yeah, I truly can't imagine why they did this. I mean, just look at these fucking angles, man. There's no subtlety at all. He had literally no reason to do any of this shit, but still did it. That's the thing, Dante is annoying in this game for what happens in his section of it, but he's still Dante at the end of the day. To summarise what Dante's half, or really it's more of a third of the game is essentially just him going back and cleaning up Nero's mess, because Nero damages all of the bosses and doesn't kill any, and then Dante finishes them off. It genuinely makes this game feel a little bit unfinished, because like nearly half of it is just doing the same shit but backwards and with Dante. Oh, okay, so Nero has to play the stupid fucking board game, but Dante doesn't. Okay, fair enough, fair enough.
Alright. Come on.
You know, I know a guy who would go absolutely feral over hearing Dante say that.
You are set free.
That was cool as fuck. Enemy variety in this game was also a bit shite because half of the fucking enemies you fight are these shield cunts, and I hate them so fucking much. I have no idea how to counter them apart from just hitting them enough times, and it pissed me off. I am shit at this game, I know, I am aware of that, and you've seen it in the gameplay, but fuck me with these guys annoying because half of the enemies were just them.
And your judgments interest me not. For I am here to reclaim what is rightfully mine.
Yeah, I've said it once and I'll say it again, Dante is so fucking cool in this game, man.
My quest. Hey Dante. Will we meet again?
Yes. Overall, I think DMC 4 is a pretty decent game. I'd say it's definitely the third best in the franchise, and while half of it, or at least a third, is just kind of going backwards and doing the same shit, I think Nero is a very good character overall, and the emotion in this story is pretty well done, even if we don't really care for Kyrie that much. But DMC 4 overall, I think it deserves more respect. I like this game for all its flaws.
I just need to know. I just need to know. Oh,